Hey guys, how's it going? So BluGrown has been a part of the Solidworks startup program for almost a year now. Solidworks is a really powerful 3D CAD software system that we use to design products, components, and systems. As part of the startup program, Solidworks invited us out to Dallas to check out their annual conference called Solidworks World. So we got to learn a lot more about what Solidworks can do, and we also got to explore the city.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for Solidworks World 2019, Tracy Wilson.
Solidworks Stages 2019 right here in Dallas, Texas.
We need collaboration to connect and share.
Yes, Gianpaolo. So our customers want to create products that work as expected. This is mission critical for them, as you can understand. Nobody will remain competitive relying just on costly and time-consuming physical prototype. Accurate simulation of real-life scenarios is the only way to succeed.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. That was almost the only time I've been introduced correctly. There's something special about today. Today's February 11th, I think. It's February 11th, right? Yes, okay. And it was exactly 10 years ago today that we started Square. It was exactly to the date. I looked it up. And it was 10 years ago that Jack and I, in San Francisco, California, said, okay, we're going to start this new company. And at the time, we didn't even know what we were going to do. For those of you who have not been in the bathroom at my glass studio, that is the faucet in the men's room. And I made a couple of these things, and people started coming out of the men's room asking if they could buy them, and I said, no, 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 you can't buy them, because they're a real pain to make. And finally, in order to keep people from trying to buy these things, I kept jacking up the price, because I hated making them. And then one day, I raised the price so high that I loved making them. So this guy tried to buy one, and it was a lady, she was trying to buy one, and she had an American Express card, and I could take the American Express card, and I lost the sale, and I was pissed, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so upset. And that was February 11th. That lost sale was February 11th, 2009, and I lost the sale, and I called my friend Jack, and I was like, Jack, I know what we should do with our new company, because I'm pissed off. And at the time, we were in real trouble with Apple, because we were planning to violate Apple's dock connector. The connector at the bottom was how you're supposed to connect things to the Apple. We thought, well, that's stupid, it's slow, it's not going to work. So we were going to bypass it and go in through the top, through the microphone jack. And we thought, wow, they're going to be really pissed when we do this. And we figured, well, the best way to get Apple on your side is to get Steve Jobs on your side. So we got a meeting with Steve. And Steve was still pretty sick at the time. But Steve agreed to meet with Jack. And I went into a panic, because Steve is was just a design zealot. Like when Bill Gates handed him the original prototype for the Microsoft Zoom, he refused to touch it. It was so ugly. Touch it. And I had to show this man a piece of hardware, and I went into a free fall panic. So I did what most people do. I was like, oh, well, I will steal an idea. I will steal one of his ideas. So I went into the Apple store, and I looked at all his products, and they had all this beautiful brushed aluminum. And I thought, oh, Steve likes aluminum. So I went out and I got a block of aluminum. I took a milling machine, I milled it out, got the electronics stuck in there. It was a double all-nighter to get this thing built, and I finally got it together, and I handed it to Jack, who was going to, go and meet with Steve. And he tested it out. It didn't work. I was like, no, it works perfectly. I've tested it 50 times. He hands it back to me. It works. It works. I hand it back to Jack. It doesn't work. We go back and forth 4 times. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong. And then it occurred to me that because the reader was twisting in the microphone port, Jack was holding it with his fingertips. And I was like, oh my God, aluminum is electrically conductive. Instead of building a card reader, I have made a heart monitor. It was a disaster. But it got us through the demo. And the next day I made the next one out of plastic. And from then on, my mantra was, it doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to iterate fast. Because if you don't, great can be an excuse to not getting stuff done. But speed fixes that.
But you're going to make this one special for yourself. It's okay if I see it, because you're going to put your name on it in big bold letters on the side you're looking at. The cap just comes off like that, so it is open. Don't mark yourself. Your name in big bold letters, like you were a movie star and I was a fan. You got it. It's that side. Yep. Take one step in a little bit. This is close-up magic. It's so much cooler up close, or maybe so much more frustrating, depending on how you see it.
It's like an intro.
All right, so one signed card. We're going to do, I'll put the pen away. The reason I have it signed is to keep me on the up and up, because if I had 2 7 of spades, easy trick. At this point, the card goes in the middle. Every time I do the move, it jumps to the top. Here's the move. Ready? It's a ripple and a snap. One card jumps up, it's got a name on it. Freaks me out too. I'll do it again because you didn't know what to look for. So we'll do it in slow motion. One card in the middle. snap, one card jumps up. Now come on, that's good stuff, right? I know what the problem is. I'm putting the card in face down. It's almost unfair. How do you really know that's your card going in? If I leave it face up, that makes all questions go away because we know where it is at all times, right? One card going a different direction than all the rest. It's about halfway down, about 26 cards on top. From the 26 card to the top card, watch. I riffle up, I riffle down. On the down riffle, it becomes the top, right? Evidence of my lonely nights alone. Now look, you do it too much, it actually backfires. So instead of jumping to the top, it vanishes from the top. It's not on top, it's not on bottom. We could actually go through the entire deck and you'd notice it's nowhere to be found. What I didn't tell you is I always make a prediction before every trick. I put this one in my front right pocket. No idea how it got your name written across it. Creeps me out too, I'm telling you. That's a